welcome to CUB and Christians United Broadcasting Network. My name is Troy. I'll be your host today. You can get in contact with us at www.cubnlive.com. Now, today on the news today, we must take a stand as the home of the largest population of Jews outside the state of Israel, and as a people who support the only true democracy in the Middle East and the United States' strongest ally in the region. Councilman Andy Cohen is talking. New York City united with Israel. The New York City Council overwhelmingly approved a resolution condemning the anti-Israel boycott and sanctioned BDS campaign last week. The resolution, which rejected all efforts to legitimize the state of Israel and the global movement to boycott, divest from, and sanction the people of Israel, passed by a vote of 40-4 with 6 abstentions, the New York Daily News reported. While the symbolic resolution does not have the force of law, Councilman Andy Cohen, D. Bronax, one of the 35 sponsors of the measure, said, "We must take a stand as the home of the largest population of Jews outside the state of Israel, and as a people who support the only true democracy in the Middle East and the United States' strongest ally in the region." The resolution passed following a prolonged debate that saw dozens of anti-Israel protesters ejected from the council chambers for continually disturbing the proceedings, including the shouts of Zionists is racism, Israel, and free Palestine. So as you can see, protesters are trying to say these racist comments again that is basically regular to our state of mind right now with all the racists that we're talking about and stuff like that. You know, it's just crazy how people just constantly bring race involved with every time we read news. It's race this, race that. I mean, it's crazy. Zionists. What's going on with the world today? On Thursday last week, Zenobia Ravici, the associate director of coalitions at the Israel Project, which publishes the Tower, I guess that's a publisher paper or something, testified before the council about the resolution. Rav J, a Zoroastrian, that I have to do some investigating to find out what does Zoroastrian mean, who spent 2 years in Israel, said during her testimony that Israel was the only country in the Middle East where Zoroastrians, 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 okay, I'm definitely going to have to look that up, and other religious minorities could peacefully and openly practice their religion. Another witness at the hearing was Brooke Goldstein, director of the Lawfare Project, who observed, while BDS proponents typically claim they are acting to demonstrate disagreement with the Israel government, these claims are disingenuous. Disingenuous. Geez, that's a hard word to say. Disingenuous. Okay, where am I? Disingenuous and transparent. BDS proponents are free to criticize Israeli policies, as Israelis do every day in one of the world's most active and dynamic democracies. However, targeting or discriminating against a person or company because of their ethnicity or national origin is entirely unacceptable. One would not boycott a restaurant owned by a Chinese man to protest the Chinese government's policy, nor would one refuse to purchase from an African American retailer to declare condemnation of the government of Sodom. That is discrimination, and it is illegal in the New York State. Pure and simple. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo signed an executive order in June barring the state from contracting with entities that boycott Israel. Many leaders of the boycott, divestment, and sanctions BDS campaigned, which was launched by Palestinian groups in 2005, have publicly affirmed that they seek Israel's destruction. BDS co-founder Omar Barghouti, an opponent of the two-state solution, said in 2014 the Palestinians have a right to resistance by any means, including armed resistance, while leading activist Assad Abu Kaheli acknowledged in 2012 that the real aim of the BDS is to bring down the state of Israel. Now, obviously, this thing is going back and forth with Israel and the Palestinians. We all know what the situation is right now, and it just we seem to be hearing this news constantly every single time about the Palestinians trying to do all of these negative things to Israel. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, this kind of news is old news. You know, basically we're hearing the same thing over and over and over and over. Now, is this some type of political thing that we are getting ourselves involved in so that we can just constantly, going back and forth? Nobody's putting the foot down and doing anything about this, you know? Let me read this title again. We must take a stand. As the home of the largest population of Jews outside the state of Israel, and as people who support the only true democracy in the Middle East, and the United States' strongest ally in the region, Councilman Andy Cohen has basically specified that. Now, I don't know about you again, but I'm about getting tired of Palestinians always trying to do what they're doing. You know, I don't know, either you're with Israel or you're not. And they obviously ain't with Israel. So, do the math in that way. And thank you for coming to CBBN. In Jesus' name.